is such a tragedy. The Emperor of India was in such a pitiful state.
I completely understand how you feel. It's truly heartbreaking to witness such a tragic chapter in history.
The story of Bahadur Shah Zafar shows the deep sadness caused by war and the end of great empires. He was once a powerful emperor but ended up as a prisoner, forced to leave his home. He longed for a simple grave where he could rest in his own country, but that wish was not granted.
Why wasn't Bahadur Shah Zafar allowed to be buried in India? It's so cruel.
The British, in their fear and desperation, exiled Bahadur Shah Zafar to Rangoon. They knew that his grave could become a symbol of resistance, inspiring generations of Indians to rise against British rule. By denying him a burial in his homeland, they hoped to extinguish the flame of freedom. But they were wrong. The spirit of Bahadur Shah Zafar lives on, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit.
With this inhuman act by the Britishers, did they succeed in achieving their goal?
The British, in their arrogance, thought they could suppress the spirit of India. But they were wrong. The seeds of freedom sown by Bahadur Shah Zafar continued to grow. The Muslim community, in particular, played a vital role in the struggle for independence. They established educational institutions like Darul Uloom Deoband, Mazahir Uloom Saharanpur, and Aligarh Muslim University to empower the youth and instill a sense of national pride and make them freedom fighters. These institutions became breeding grounds for future leaders and revolutionaries.
Today, these institutions are symbols of tradition and sources of knowledge. I am eager to learn how they developed throughout history.
Yes, why not? Let me show you the birth of Darul Uloom.
The group falls into deep thought, unsure of how to respond to the situation.
Look out there! British soldiers are everywhere. We can't even gather without fear of being arrested. What can we do to stop this operation?
They have tightened their grip on our people. Every home and every street feels their presence. Are we so helpless that we can't fight back?
Everything we have tried so far has failed. Every leader we followed has fallen. What hope do we have? There has to be a way forward. We can't let despair win. But what's the answer? Where do we even begin?
Maybe education. Couldn't knowledge be our weapon? But where do we even start? We need guidance.
I have an idea. A university, a place where we can educate our people, build their skills, and strengthen their resolve. It can be a foundation for our fight against this tyranny.
Yes, a university where we can teach and prepare the next generation to resist the British. Knowledge will give us the power they cannot take away. But how will we make this happen? Who will support us? Who will lead such a vision? Maulana Nanotwi. He is wise and respected. If anyone can help us turn this vision into reality, it's him. Let's go to him now. Assalamu alaikum, Maulana.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Tell me, brothers, what brings you here in such haste? Maulana Sahab, we are desperate to resist the British operation, but we lack directions. We came up with different ideas, but nothing convincing. Education can help us find a solution, but how? Will you help us find a solution? A university can be a great and noble idea. Knowledge is the light that will pierce through the darkness of oppression, but It won't be easy. The British will see this as a threat. Are you prepared to face their rage?
We are ready, Maulana Sahab. We believe in this dream and are willing to make any sacrifice to see it come true.
Then let us begin. This university will not only be a place of learning, but a fortress of resistance, a beacon of hope. We shall call it Darul Uloom, the house of knowledge.
Darul Uloom? What a perfect name! It will stand for everything we believe in: faith, knowledge, and resistance. Together, we will build this university and give our people the strength to fight, not with weapons, but also with wisdom and unity.
This way, the dream of Darul Uloom was born, a sanctuary of knowledge and resistance. It became a beacon of hope for those who believed in freedom. As British rule grew stronger, Darul Uloom Deoband became not just a place for education, but also a place for courage. The students of Darul Uloom learned to defend their faith, and many of them played important roles in the Indian freedom struggle. Sheikh ul-Hind Maulana Mahmud Hassan was the first student of Darul Uloom, while Maulana Mullah Mahmud was the first teacher. The studies started under a pomegranate tree in Chatta Masjid.
Maulana, will Darul Uloom be a part of the freedom fight?
Yes, my child. That is the reason why we teach not just knowledge, but also the strength to fight for what is right. We want you all to learn to serve your country and fight for it.
So, Maulana, Darul Uloom will help make India stronger.
Indeed, my child, a free India will not be built only through education, but through unity, discipline and courage. Here we train not just scholars, but warriors. Many of our previous students became leaders, teachers and soldiers who fought for India's freedom. Their strength was built not just in the mind, but in the body and spirit.
So, Darul Uloom is not just a school, but a place where the future freedom fighters and leaders are born.
Yes, here they teach us life skills and Islamic values too. This is wonderful. I am so proud of being a part of this university. It helps strengthen our faith and also teaches us how to fight for our country.
Let me go and meet people outside. I have heard they have some doubts that the Muslims are being divided.
After the establishment of Darul Uloom Deoband and Mazahirul Uloom Saharanpur, Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College, which is now known as Aligarh Muslim University, was established in 1975 in Aligarh. Sir Sayyid Ahmad Khan, along with Maulvi Sameerullah Khan, Sayyid Mahmud, his son, Nawab Wilkar al-Mulk, Nawab Mohsin al-Mulk, Nawab Abdul Latif, Sheikh Abdullah, all of them established the college with the vision of empowering Muslims through education, emphasizing the need for proficiency in English, sciences and contemporary knowledge alongside Islamic values.
शिकस्त फाश यहाँ ये मेरा चमन है मेरा चमन मैं अपने चमन का बुलबुल हूँ ये मेरा चमन ये मेरा चमन ये मेरा चमन है मेरा चमन मैं अपने चमन का बुलबुल हूँ
Aligarh Muslim University, once a small institution, was now growing into something much larger.
It was a place where ideas were being exchanged and where an entire community was beginning to see the power of education.
Look at them, walking like the British. They wear new clothes, carry books, and speak of new ideas. I wonder if they have forgotten who they are, their faith, their traditions.
We haven't forgotten, sir. We are learning to balance our faith with knowledge of the world. This university teaches us that we can keep our values strong while preparing for the future.
But why do we need all this knowledge of science, history and politics? Isn't our religion enough to guide us?
Exactly. Why do we need this all? Our religion is enough. We can survive without learning. What if all this leads you away from our religion?
Our religion is our strength, but to build a strong community and a free nation, we must understand how the world works. We must learn to lead in every field, not just in religion, but in science, literature, and governance. That is what Aligarh teaches us.
I see the change. This university is not just for those who study religion, it's for everyone. It will teach our children how to build business, manage land, and lead our communities. But will they find jobs with all this new knowledge? Will they be able to use it in the real world?
Yes, it will not only strengthen the faith of our kids, but also teach them worldly knowledge.
Yes, that's the point. We are not just studying theory. We are learning how to apply what we know to help our communities. Many of us will become teachers, doctors, engineers, and politicians who will lead our country forward, and we will do it with a deep understanding of who we are and where we come from.
Aligarh University wasn't just about modern education. It was about equipping the next generation with the tools they needed to navigate the world, while staying rooted in their traditions and faith. Indian National Congress was founded in the year 1885, which led the fight against the British and reached the freedom of country together with all Indians. Though initially the Congress was established for moderation between Indians and Britishers, later on the insistence of leaders, especially Muslims, it turned out to be a nationalist movement which played a key role in the freedom movement of India.
In 1885, a seed was sown, a dream of freedom in India has grown. The Indian National Congress was born to fight for rights, to break the dawn. In Gokuldas Tejpal's grand hall, leaders gathered united, standing tall. Chandra Banerjee led with a vision bright. All castes and religions joined the fight. From the Muslim side, strong voices arose, like Sayyid Ahmad Khan and Badruddin Tayyibji's prose. Aga Khan and Khaja Salimullah lent their grace, fighting for justice, a united embrace. Maulana Azad's fiery call rang clear. With Tilak and Lajpat Rai, they conquered fear. Gopal Krishna Gokhale, wise and sage, wrote the chapters of a bold new age. Thus the Congress arose in 85 to shape India's future, to help her thrive. From every creed they sowed freedom seed. United they stood, fulfilling the needs. The journey begins strong and bold, with the story of freedom in each heart told. Under British rules, a quiet revolt grew, as the desire for independence steadily flew.
We must unite, Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs. Only together we can defeat the British. Unity? Our needs are different. Hindus and Muslims cannot be treated the same. We need to focus on independence, not religious division. The British will exploit our conflicts. We must hear the Muslim community's concerns. Their voices cannot be ignored if we want true unity. If we don't address the differences, we'll lose them. We can't pretend we're all the same. Should we split? Abandon Congress? Dividing will destroy us. Perhaps a new platform is needed for those whose concerns are being addressed here.
As disagreements deepened, some felt the only way forward was a new political platform. The Muslim League emerged to represent Muslim concerns, marking a turning point in India's struggle for independence.
It was nice to see the spirit of Indians, especially Muslim, throughout history for the freedom of the country. They did not leave any stone unturned in making efforts to free the country until the Indians established the INC. But it's sad to see how divisions can tear a nation apart.
The British were masters at playing divide and rule. They exploited the religious differences to weaken the Indian resistance.
It's a shame that such a promising movement was derailed by communal tensions. We must learn from the mistakes of the past and strive for unity.
Indeed, the British were experts at the game of divide and rule. They exploited the religious and social differences between Hindus and Muslims to weaken the Indian National Congress. By sowing seeds of discord, they ensured that the Indian people remained divided and unable to mount a united challenge to British rule. The consequences of this divisive strategy are still felt today.
It's a painful reminder of the importance of unity and tolerance.
We must work towards a future where people from all religions and backgrounds can live in harmony.
The sacrifices of our ancestors must not be forgotten.
The human spirit is resilient. Despite the challenges, India has emerged as a strong and vibrant nation. The lessons of the past can guide us towards a brighter future. Let us continue on our historical journey.
In the late 19th century, British colonial rule gripped the Indian subcontinent, leading to rising discontent among the populace. Amid communal tensions and political awakening, Muslim leaders gathered in Dhaka to address their community's future. Driven by the partition of Bengal and the Indian National Congress, neglect of Muslim concerns. Our lands are being taken, our livelihoods destroyed. The British care only for their profits. Are the Muslim leaders sleeping? Don't they see our plight? How can they sleep comfortably? We need to wake them up. I pray they are not sleeping. What if they are sleeping? I heard that the convoy of the Nawab of Dhaka, Khaja Samiullah, is going to pass from here. He asks for people's well-being each time he comes. We will tell him our worries, inshallah. We need someone who can convince Nawab Sahab easily, and someone visionary. I think I should call Agha Khan here. He is respected by all. Assalamu alaikum Nawab Sahab. Nawab Sahab का इकबाल बुलंद हो. नवाब साहब का इकबाल बुलंद हो. अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम, वालेकुम अस्सलाम. कहो आगा, कैसे हो?
People's love and hope weigh heavily on my heart, Nawab Sahab. It keeps me awake at night. I came to speak with you about finding a solution to the ongoing concerns of Muslim representation on national fronts.
Agha, for so long I have been feeling the need for a political front for Muslim, but I could not find people to be interested with this responsibility. Allah has blessed our meeting. I will inform Nawab Mohsin al-Mulk and Nawab Waqar al-Mulk of my intent to form a Muslim political party soon. You will lead us as our first leader.
Zara Nawazi ka shukriya, Huzur. With the financial support we will receive from you 3 great Nawabs, inshallah. We will bring the Muslim cause to the forefront, and together Muslims will make this land a golden bird once again. And so, on this day, 30th December 1906, the All India Muslim League was born, with a mission to protect the political rights, culture and future of Muslims in India. Little did they know, their actions would shape the destiny of subcontinent for decades to come. Meanwhile, some Muslims were working politically to bring their community to the forefront of the freedom struggle for India. Some were trying to cut the roots of the British under the ground. The Silken Letter movement, led by courageous figures like Sheikhul Hind, Maulana Mahmudul Hasan, Maulana Hussain Ahmad Madani, Maulana Ubaidullah Sindhi and Maulana Abdul Bari, sought to unite regions and allies against British rule. Centered in Deoband, its influence spread across Punjab, Lucknow and Delhi, while establishing connections with leaders in Kabul, Turkey and Germany. Messages written on silk cloth carried the dream of a united rebellion. From the deserts of Hijaz to the coasts of Afghanistan, this movement symbolized the unyielding resolve of leaders dedicated to India's freedom. Let's see how the messages were passed.
Why, Saab? Why did you stop us? What this old poor Chitra has taken from you?
We have received intel that Muslims are doing something big to bring down the British rule again. You go, we are only shaking Muslims.
Maryam, can they catch us if we want to hide? They will only know enough to be terrified. I was not sure if they would let us pass so easily, but the idea of keeping the message hidden, embroidered on a rumal, is brilliant. By the way, Aisha, what is written on it? We only know what is required. This is the reason we have survived this long. The dreams of Shakul Hind, Maulana Mahmudul Hassan and the efforts of brother Ubaidullah Sindhi will help us to free our motherland. What are you doing? Why are you exchanging these handkerchiefs? We are happy that both of us having a similar looking handkerchief. They're showing to each other, Sahab. I doubt that. I have seen such handkerchiefs earlier as well. Soldier, check if there is something written on this red handkerchief. No, Sahib. It is just a rumal, a dirty red silk handkerchief. Let them go.
Unknown to the British, the silk handkerchiefs carried coded messages urging people to boycott British goods and support the Swadeshi movement. Soon, the British Secret Service got information about it. To divert their attention and sometimes to panic them, Muslims used to organize very unique movements.
My, we are giving the rotis to the needy. Can you pass it on to someone who really needs it?
At this time of night, I hope it's not only rotis you want me to give to someone. Do you have any messages?
No, Amma. Just tell whosoever you give it to, pass it on to the needy.
What are you doing here so late at night?
Nothing, Sahab. Just distributing chapatis. You will distribute the chapatis so late at night and we won't even suspect you? John, we need to call a superior here immediately. What is going on here?
Beta, they are just distributing chapatis to poor like me. Is helping people survive a crime is your rule?
Did you check them thoroughly? Yes, sir. We found nothing. Seize whatever they have. We will send it to investigation team. They cannot be trusted. Last time we used silk handkerchiefs to send messages. They distribute hawkers to spread messages. And they gave edibles wrapped in paper with hidden messages. Why have you handcuffed them? What is the crime of this old lady? Do you have any shame left? You are oppressing ladies like this even in the night. If you do not leave them, we will call the whole village here. I am letting them go, but if you are again found like this, no one can save you.
What did you gain from this?
We enjoy two things, Amma. The fear in the eyes of the oppressor and unity of our people. It is so heartwarming that their Gairat did not let them turn a blind eye to our suffering. There was also something written on the clothes of rotis, which also was our purpose to make people stand for their resistance.
Resilient acts like the Silken Letter movement shook the British control, carrying hope and unity through secret messages. When it was exposed, leaders of the movement like Sheikhul Hind faced exile to Malta, and Maulana Hussain Ahmad Madni endured imprisonment, while Maulana Ubaidullah Sindhi spent most of his life in exile, proving that the spirit of freedom cannot be silent, no matter the cost. The suffering of Indians did not stop there. It continued. Jallianwala Bagh holds Baisakhi Mela every year. But this year, things are different due to frequent resistance from the masses. The British have come up with suppressive act named the Revolt Act. Gathering is not allowed. But people who have come from near and far are unaware of the unjust law the British have passed. This oppressive law sparked anger across India and contributed to the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, where British forces brutally suppressed the protesters.
Did you hear? These Firangis have made a rule. क्या कहते हैं? Rowlatt Act. हाँ, Rowlatt Act. These Firangis can arrest and detain us on mere suspicion of sedition, with no evidence or trial, sometimes for up to 2 years. But what is wrong with being here? Can't we enjoy this Mela? हाँ, क्या आप जानते हैं वो जो हाथ हिलाते हिलाते बोल रहे हैं बीच मैदान में? शैफुद्दीन, ये अंग्रेज उनसे डरते हैं। वो जो बोलते हैं लोग आंख बंद करके उनकी बात मानते हैं। Yes, he is Saifuddin Kichlu.
a symbol of unity for Indians and fear for the British. Let us go and hear what he says. O people, we need to stand against this unjust rule called Rowlatt Act. If we do not protest today, tomorrow they will take every little right we have. Close the gates. Let no one escape. You defied my orders. I will punish you so that everyone will learn a lesson not to stand against the British rule. Fire on the crowd. Show them what defiance brings. Show no mercy.
But Sahib, they are unarmed. These are peaceful protesters. They are women and children amongst them.
There is no place for mercy in rebellion. We will break their spirit with force. They must learn. The protest against the Rowlatt Act united Indians against the British rule. After the Jallianwala Bagh cruelty in 1919, the Jamiat Ulme-Hind was founded by the students and followers of Sheikh-ul-Hind and Maulana Mahmud Hassan. This organization united Muslims in independence struggle, particularly against the Rowlatt Act and the massacre. Jamiat is the biggest Muslim organization for the causes of the Muslim till today. Jallianwala Bagh spread fear and sorrow across India. But even in the darkest times, courage and hope began to rise. Today, the Ali brothers come to this village to inspire unity and action for freedom. The British killed so many at Jallianwala without mercy. Who will dare to stand against them now? If they can kill so easily, what chance do we have? It feels like hope has died. If you want a solution, talk to Ali brothers. They are coming to speak with the village elders. Let's hear what they have to say. Can they unite us? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you all holding up in this tough times?
Ali Sahibat, the news is worse than we thought. Hundreds were killed at Jallianwala. The British locked the gates and fired on peaceful people.
Enough. This is what they want, to make us afraid and silent. But we will not bow to fear. The blood of Jallianwala will not go in vain.
Friends, the British use fear to rule us. They think they have broken us, but they are wrong. Every life lost makes us stronger. We must unite and fight for our faith, our freedom and our dignity.